Morning, student. Today we'll continue with the case study. Some case study related to the different types of internet activities and things. So, till yesterday we have discussed what are the internet issues are there, what are different types of internet issues can arise in our daily life, or how we can be safe from those things. So now we'll discuss on a topic that already happened. Now, from these things, we'll get some knowledge. So, how we can be safe from these things and what are the different aspects of these things. So, first case study, we'll discuss about the Arab Spring. All these things, all three case study basically we'll discuss today. All are not the malpractice. Sometimes it is actually we are learning or we'll observe this case study because of one thing. What are the uses or how a internet can be a part of our life or how it will change our life. That is the main motto of this case study. That's why we're learning about this case study. So the first case study will today see, that is Arab Spring. So actually the Arab Spring, this is the this happened on the December 2010. What happened actually, one name actually Mohammad Huzai, nothing but a simple phenomena. What was happened, he was selling fruits and vegetables without a permit actually. So uh, he was actually was selling the fruits and vegetables in that country where actually nothing was permit to sell goods on that particular day. So when police asked Vijayaji to hand over his wooden cart, he refused and policemen allegedly slapped him. Simply, these things happen. But the next thing is very important or interesting. This angered Buzai and he set himself on fire in protest in front of government building. So this happened with tremendous things, and this act resulted in massive people anger, and people of the town collectively started protest. And this protest and people anger were captured by the cell phone camera. So from here, the actual things happened. Now, the same things that is been captured by various mobile phone or smartphones cameras, the same things is been spread all over the world through the media. Different medias actually spread to all over the world just like a news. But actually, by this movement, in that country, these things happened that their president, General Abidin Bel Ali, he actually resigned to step down. That means he has to resign from his uh, uh, president. So this movement resulted in fleeing the country. That means he has to fly from the country, and this movement is called Arab Spring. Actually, it happens on the December 2010 on Tunisia, and ultimately it spread all over the Arab countries like Egypt, Libya, Syria, Yemen, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. So ultimately, these things suggest that what is the different role of social media. So social media, how it has act one type of igniter in this case actually. So, as already we have discussed about the social media, role of social media in our life, how it can be a part of our life. So, this is the thing that first of all, what was the role in this case of Arab Spring? Announcing the date and place of mass protest means after this happened took place, that it has been spread through all over through the media. Then many people has gathered for the protest, but all the protest date and this mass protest place were actually fixed through different social media, posting the pictures and videos of the protest. So automatically, day by day, the protest has grown and mobilizing more and more people through the reach of social media. So when ultimately it has been reached to social media, it has been spread through the social media within a very short period of time. It has been reached to a lot more people. It has been reached to a lot more area. There about whole world is affected by this. Actually, especially all the Arab countries. It has started from one country, Bosnia, and from that it has been spread to lot all the more or less all the countries under the Arab countries, just like Egypt, Libya. It started from Tunisia. It has spread to Egypt, Libya, Syria, Yemen, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. So all these things. So this is only called the Arab Spring. And here actually this case study told us tell us that what is the role of social media. So how it can be a part of our life, and how it can be a very much effective. So this is the thing of Arab Spring. There it is. Like we can see that the role of social media. Next, thousands of people could join Arab Spring because of the social media only. The social media proved a powerful mobilization tool that helped the activities to outwit the police. And Arab Spring, actually, in short, it is then given to the series of anti-government protests, upspring, and armed revolution that originated in Tunisia in December 2010 and is spread across the Middle East in early 2011. Now, next we are going to learn about the or know about the second things. Case study two, WikiLeaks. It is very quite famous topic in the social media. What happens actually? WikiLeaks is nothing but a non-profit organization. It was founded by one Australian, Julian Assange, in 2006. Actually, they published some secret and documents, secret important documents of US government, confidential document important such as government files which are somehow obtained through anonymous sources. So its website said WikiLeaks will accept restricted or censored material of political, ethical, and diplomatic or historical significance. We do not accept rumor, opinion, or other kind of first-hand account or material that is publicly available elsewhere. Means actually that was their announcement. Always they will try to get some political, ethical things or to diplomatic things, and they will not rely on the rumors. They will first judge it and they will simply open it to public. Very rare documents, lot of documents they have opened public that are actually confidential for a government. So after the leaks of this WikiLeaks, the confidential document of US activity in Syria, documents about the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and files about the prisoners in the Guantanamo Bay detention center. About this, everything has been leaked, and again, the reason behind the existence and success of WikiLeaks, we can say the internet. Actually, it has been spread to all complete world through internet within a very short period of time, and WikiLeaks is able to release the confidential document at diplomatic levels. This means through the internet, actually, it has reached or also it has gathered all its document and things, and ultimately it has reached to the complete world through the internet service only. So by these things only you can understand that this is the ultimately one, you can see one way or how we can use this internet. Now it is the thing that we can say it is positive or negative side, that is the different part, different area, but here only we want to know that what are the effect of internet services in our daily life. So this is only the thing. And now we are going to do the case study on Bitcoin. It is very much popular or quite very knowing term in our recent time. So what is Bitcoin actually? Bitcoin actually it has been created by one software developer. So in 2008, it is nothing but one cryptocurrency is there. So where some papers accused big banks of misusing borrowers' money, disputing client and rigging the system and charging logging fees. This disappointed people and laid the foundation of Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin come into existence and in the form of virtual currency actually, where no proper currency is used. It is being used by virtual currency in the term of Bitcoin only. The term is actually Bitcoin, where any payment or anything can be done. Now, any if we buy any product, if we use any check, issue any check, all the type of things that we can use using Bitcoin. And some here some type of some kind of serial codes or some kind of binary codes are used to issue something where actual money or are not used in the term of everything in the form of virtual money. So there are currently close to 4.3 Bitcoin left that are not in circulation yet. with only 21 million Bitcoin that only ever exist. This means there are about 16.7 million Bitcoins currently available. That means their total Bitcoins is created, and about that, on that 4.3 million Bitcoins left are not circulation, means that are not in use. So with Bitcoin, its owner is the in charge of its virtual money, and Bitcoins work without any middleman such as bank, without any corruption, and make transaction more transparent. Bitcoin is one tremendous success story of virtual media. Now, what is things? The new age media, in fact, modern age media is the sole reason existing. Bitcoin works completely on the internet, where it completely depends on the internet services. In the short form, we can say what is Bitcoin actually? It is a cryptocurrency which is the form of software code, and ultimately where no actual physical money or virtual money is sent, it is written and controlled by the open source software based on the decentralized system, and it governs the issue of Bitcoin simply in the type of code. And whenever any code is transferred from one person to another person, simply money can also be transferred to it. That means using the internet only, internet services only, the money or transaction can be fulfilled. So few advantages are there, that there is no required of middleman, means there is no required of any others to handle between them. The transfer of money or a payment can be done from end to end. Next, the user install a virtual wallet first, then to purchase any Bitcoin. After that, then real payment take place online at a third part website where Bitcoin is traded. Means first of all we have to buy Bitcoin, and after that we can trade using that Bitcoin. Means our money will be converted into Bitcoin version or cryptocurrency. Then buyer can now buy Bitcoins, which are then transferred to his or her virtual wallet. Means again, whenever anybody will transfer amount, so in that case, money will be transferred to that account, and simply that Bitcoin, the virtual money can again will be converted into the actual money. So the main benefit of this system will be there, that there is no third party involvement, and Bitcoin owner can now use Bitcoin for various purposes where it is recognized as one of the approved currency. Bitcoin means when just like it is, it will be used. In some government or some country, it is now actually legal. In India, actually, it is not legal till yet. So whenever we use the Bitcoin, it can be used for various purposes, for any transaction, for any purchasing item, any type of things. And but it should be on approved currency. In India, as I told, it is not yet recognized, but in some countries, especially in Arab countries and USA, Australia, it has just like the use of Bitcoin is now legal. Means even different type of exchange also can be done through the Bitcoin. So this was actually the Bitcoin case study about the Bitcoin, and it is also peer-to-peer currency. It is known as peer-to-peer currency because, as I told, there is, for example, when we are transferring money from one person to another person, in that case, we obviously need one bank account through which any transaction actually carried out. So in that case, in this Bitcoin only, we need to create one Bitcoin wallet. We need to just convert our normal money, physical money, into Bitcoin currency or cryptocurrency. Then simply through that we can transfer, or simply we can purchase or use that cryptocurrency code for any type of transaction. So in this case, we can see that there is no record of any middleman or middle people, so that there is one fair things is there. So it is, that's why quite more popular. So this is only the Bitcoin, and it becomes more popular because of the internet services. It is spread near about all over the world. In India, it is not legal yet, but somehow some part of India it is still some peoples are using, though it is not good whenever it becomes legal. So this is the concept of Bitcoin. So this is the thing. So far we have learned the chapter, or we have known, get the idea about the society, law and ethics. What are the different aspects of the society, what is the impact of internet in society, what are the different various laws, it laws are there which can protect, which is used to protect different harmful activity in the internet, and what are the ethical things we can use in the internet service while using any internet services. So next, actually, this after the ethical law, what are the different internet issues can happen to us anytime, just like internet addiction disorder. Obviously, these are the serious case or serious problem. Also, we have discussed about the topic that what are the problems can arise using while we are using teaching any computer or any type of technology. We have learned about the different rights, intellectual property rights. We have learned about the different type of crime can take place on digital media or digital version, and learned about the different types of software and licenses, how these software and licenses are being spread or how it is being used. So free, so open source license, open source software, free software, open source and license, LGPL, GPL, this type of things. Then we have learned about few terms, that is what are online campaign. Just we have we know now we also done one case study about this Arab Spring using this online campaign, how it can be just like helpful, or simply how it can be used for a to collect attention of lot more people for a particular task. Then also we have gathered the idea about the crowdsourcing, smart mob. Also we know about the internet as echo chamber. These are the things, net neutrality, and we have just now we have finished some case study regarding Arab Spring, WikiLeaks, and Bitcoin. So these are the things. So this is the end of the basically this topic, this chapter. So regarding these things, if more issues are there, more question or things are there, obviously you can ask. Let me before ending the topic, let me just recall few topics that are very important. First, I will want to record what is secure data transmission. It is very important in terms of technical prospect. So, what is secure data transmission? It is called SSL, Secure Socket Layer. Just like whenever we are using any website or visiting any website, we obviously look into that. It is whether HTTPS secured or not. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So obviously that we should visit. Data encryption. Data encryption means whenever we are transmitting our data, it should be from user end or from sender end to receiver end. It should be encrypted, so it is hard to steal, or it becomes more safer using safe protocol. While we are using any internet protocol, obviously that should be safe side, just like FTP protocol, file transfer protocol. This is the different transmission protocols or transmission rules, secure data transmission, how it can take place. Now I want to again rediscuss about the digital property right. What are digital property right? We know that it coming from the intellectual property right means whatever the quantity or things that will be produced by us, that belongs to us only. So digital property are kind of that only, that it is a version of digital asset, that any information or anything that is created by us that exists in the digital form, either online or through any electronic storage device. So that is actually the digital property. So what are the different examples of digital property? Any online personal account, email account, or social media account, any type of just like files, personal website, blogs, any type of domain name, all this comes under the digital property. Even we have discussed about these terms also already: OSS, SDLC, GNU, and FLOSS. OSS, open source software. You know, the software are free of cost and simply free to distribute. SDLC means system development life cycle. Whenever any system is being developed, so it goes through few stages, that is called SDLC, system development life cycle. Then GNU is actually GNU is not Unix. It is a type of acronym. And FLOSS, free liver or liver, and open source software. So these are the things. So this is the thing. Now one question is there. For example, this is one application based question. Mr. Joyantudas is confused between the shareware and open source software. Mention at least 2 point difference to help him understand the same. Now we know what is shareware means. Shareware means which are made available free and right to redistribute any copies, but actually it is limited to a particular time. After that, it is not available. But in case of open source software, anytime it can be redistributed, anytime it can be used, anytime it can be copied. That are the terms used with OSS, open source software. And but in case of FOSS, free and open source software, the source code is not available and modification to the software are not allowed. But in case of open source, also the source code is available and even we can modify the source code. So these are the things. So this is about the chapter. So obviously, if you have any doubt, just ask your question in the classroom. Then I'm just ending the session here only. Thank you, student.